Out of all the Disney movies out there, this is the one that I consider uses the infamous Disney formula the best. The one that all the other Disney fairy tale style films wish to be, while also taking animation to new levels and actually made the public take the medium seriously for once. For number 2, this is the 1991 masterpiece, Beauty and the Beast. Now, when I said that it took animation to new levels, I don't just mean the movie itself, but also its reputation. It was the first ever movie to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, something that was once considered impossible to achieve. By now, this is one of those films that everybody has seen and knows everything in it from the story to the songs, a lot like The Lion King. So what I'll be saying here won't be anything new, but I can still touch upon what I love in this, which is pretty much everything. So where do I even begin with this? I'll just go with my usual reviewing order. The story is amazing. It is the classic fairy tale we all know, but really gave it a good twist. They really focused on what's important and stayed true to the heart of the story, while not afraid to give the audience some comedy, action, and a mix of light and dark tones. The animation is beautiful, a stylized realistic look with plenty of detail and some amazing shots. No one will ever forget the ballroom scene. One reason being the angles we see of Belle and Beast dancing are just revolutionary. The characters are so lovable, with the new characters added for this movie fit the story very well, and the ones originally from the tale have so much depth that they feel like actual people. Belle, for example, is not just your typical princess. She knows she's different and that everyone thinks she's weird, but she couldn't care less. All she wants is something more than what she's got in that little village. And then there's the Beast, who I always consider one of the best Disney characters of all time, both by his design and how he's written. Obviously, he's a beast and acts like one, but we understand why. He's been cursed for his stubborn and selfish ways, and the only way he can go back to be human seems like an impossible task. But then when Belle comes in, he starts and tries to act more human to show that on the inside, he's not a monster.
I've never felt this way about anyone. I want to do something for her. But what?
By the way, is it just me, or when the Beast becomes human at the end, he turns into Brendan Fraser? But anyways, the songs are unforgettable. Each one feels like a big musical number from a Broadway show, but you know that you can only get the exact experience through this film, which is ironic since it went on to have its own Broadway show. But if I may add one more factor that really makes this movie for me, it's the relationship between Belle and Beast. Out of all the Disney princess films, even the later ones, this is the most believable love story. There's a presence of time of them together. We see how they slowly but surely get comfortable with each other. We understand their wants and needs outside of each other. Now, some may argue that there's a bit of that with Ariel from The Little Mermaid, which she does at first, but then she dropped it quick after she first saw Eric and went all, "I want to have boy" throughout the movie. Also, another thing I want to address is the controversy that surrounds this film, which people claim that it tells a tale as old as Stockholm. Yep, Belle is in love with the Beast because of Stockholm Syndrome. This is actually nothing new. In fact, a lot of people claim that about the original tale even before the movie came out. And if the story is not told well, then yes, it will somehow look like Stockholm love. But in here, there's actually one scene that can debunk this whole argument. Remember when Belle escapes the castle and the wolves start attacking her and then Beast stopped the wolves to save her? Belle would have the option to just leave and let the Beast die. But no. She brought Beast back to the castle to help him. Why? Because it's a way to say thank you for saving my life, and it was the first sign that showed that Beast has some humanity in him, which started the relationship.
By the way, thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Boom! Boom! There you have it. Now take that crap back to Sweden. Like I said, I'm sure that I'm not the first, nor will I be the last to say this about Beauty and the Beast. So I'll just leave it off by saying that the movie itself and its legacy truly is a tale as old as time.